time to tickle the clock and enter into the world of fantasies. Today, Mr. D brings us in front of a magnificent castle. Let's get inside and discover the story that it holds. Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a kind girl named Cinderella. All the animals loved her, especially two mice named Goose and Jack. They would do anything for their best friend, whom they called Cinderella. Cinderella lived with her stepmother and her two stepsisters. They were very mean to Cinderella, making her work all day, cleaning, sewing, sweeping, cooking, and what not. She tried her best to make them happy always. Cinderella's stepmother was cold, cruel, and jealous of Cinderella's charm and beauty. She enjoyed giving Cinderella extra chores to do, such as bathing her cat named Lucifer. One day, a messenger arrived with a special invitation. There was going to be a royal ball at the palace. The king wanted his son to find a bride. Every young woman in the kingdom was invited, including Cinderella. Cinderella was very excited about the ball. In the acting, she found a dress that belonged to her mother. It was a bit old-fashioned, but Cinderella could always make it beautiful. Her stepmother didn't want Cinderella to go to the ball. She wanted the prince to notice her two daughters and like either of them so that they would get more wealthy. Her stepmother kept Cinderella busy with the chores the entire day and night. While Cinderella was working, the mice and birds fixed her dress. They added ribbons and beads and glitters and gloss that the two stepsisters had thrown away. Working together, the animals turned a simple dress into a fabulous gown. Cinderella was overjoyed when she saw the dress. Now she could go to the ball. "Oh, thank you so much," Cinderella said to Goose, Jack, and the birds. When the stepsisters saw their old ribbons and beads on Cinderella's dress, they flew into a rage. They ripped the dress and pulled off the beads. The stepmother did not stop them. Cinderella's dream of going to the ball was dropped and thrown. Cinderella ran away into the garden to cry her heart out. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. With a wave of her wand, she turned a pumpkin into an elegant coach. Cinderella could now go to the ball, but her dress was still ruined. "Beady, beady, boo," said the fairy godmother, waving her wand again. Cinderella was now wearing a beautiful gown with all the sparkles, glitters, and gloss. But all of this came with a warning. When the clock struck midnight, the magic spell would wear off. At the ball, Prince Charming couldn't take his eyes off Cinderella. The orchestra played and the prince began to dance with the wonderful woman whose name he still didn't know. For Cinderella, the night was a dream come true. Before too long, the clock began to strike midnight. "Goodbye," Cinderella said, hurrying away. "Come back," called the prince. "I don't even know your name." As Cinderella fled, one of her glass slippers came off. The prince sent the Grand Duke to find the girl who fit the glass slippers. Her stepmother locked Cinderella in the attic, but Cinderella's mouse friends freed her away. Then the stepmother tripped the Grand Duke and the glass slipper shattered. But Cinderella had the other in her pocket, and that made a perfect fit. Cinderella and the prince were soon getting married. Everyone rejoiced, including Cinderella's mouse friends, who wore special outfits for her wedding. Filled with joy, Prince Charming and Cinderella lived happily ever after. Did you see, children, how the one who is good to all is rewarded with divine gifts? Stay tuned for more interesting stories with me, Punjabi Kudi Puneet, only on Connect to Help.
कनेक्ट टू हेल्प सुनने के लिए आपका धन्यवाद।